And actually we got back on the ship in record time, in case you're wondering what the toilet sounds like. This episode of Check-In with the Gskis is called St. Martin. What's up, Gski family? Welcome back to our Icon adventure. This is day number 4, I believe, and it's the first day we're getting off the ship, and we are here in St. Martin, and I woke up with a blistering headache this morning. That explains the sunglasses. Mom did go and get me some Tylenol from I don't know where.
Guest services.
Oh, guest services. So did you have to pay for it?
No.
Oh, that's a great tip. So go to guest services and give them a concern story, and they may give you some free Tylenol. Which brings me to
Not too much, because then they might send you to the doctor.
Which brings me to my next tip. Don't forget to bring Tylenol on your trip. It's actually very important.
Do.
Yeah, I know. We just totally forgot it.
I didn't bring anything this time. I don't know. I was like, we never use it, and I should have known.
But yeah, so that explains the sunglasses, trying to keep sensitivity of my eyes down. Which brings me to my next point. Get your own CIWTG sunglasses by finding us on the ship, telling us you're a subscriber, and we'll give you a free pair of sunglasses. Or anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the ship. But anyways, guys, we're here in St. Martin. Our plan is to go to Mullet Bay Beach, which is just around the corner from Maho Beach, which is a great beach because it's a little bit more calming and relaxing, and you still get to see the planes come in, but it's not as intense, obviously, as Maho Beach, where they come right over, but they do come right across from you. So if you're into that, definitely check this beach out, and I'll try to give you guys all the helpful tips how to get there as we walk through our journey getting there. It is currently 9:22. I wanted to leave here and be on a taxi by 9:30. I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's see how long it takes us to leave the ship and get to KALATUA, which is our little restaurant we're staying at, which we made reservations for on Mullet Bay Beach, which I highly recommend. You'll see what that's all about here in just a second. So let's see how long it takes us to get from the ship to KALATUA Resort. This is the sign you want to look for if you go into Mullet Bay. You can see there's other signs on the wall that takes you other places. Maho Bay Beach is right behind me, and it's actually not very big of a line today.
Well, you probably missed a lot of it because we've already been letting people off for an hour.
Yeah, and a quick time check. Again, we left the ship at 9:30. It's 9:43, so it's taken us 13 minutes to leave our room, get off the ship, and get to this spot. All right, guys, we finally made it to Mullet Bay Beach. It took us, it's actually 10:32, so I think it took us about, the taxi left around 9:50, so it took us about 40 minutes to get here, so plan accordingly. And of course, as you guys know, we left the ship around 9:30, so almost a total of 1 hour trip to get to this spot. And KALATUA is right here on the north side of the beach. So we're gonna go and check in. It does feel like it's a nice calm day, not windy today, which is great. A little bit overcast, which is even better because it's supposed to get hot. We have redeemed ourselves this time, guys. We have made it to St. Martin. We are here at Mullet Bay, and no issues this time, other than the taxi ride was a little bit longer than I expected. We got here right at 10:30. We did make it here over to KALATUA, which is great.
I like it wasn't as painful walking here this time, but maybe because we knew what we were doing. Well, it's not as hot yet either.
Well, also last time we walked all the way down to the end of the beach where this rock cliff was at, and then we came back over here to KALATUA and got a reservation, basically. But it's actually pretty empty today too. We were the only ship in port, whereas last time it had multiple ships in port, which affected our drive time, both getting here and going back. Of course, that was last time. We're the only ship in port this time, so hopefully this time it's a little bit easier getting back than it was last time. If you know, you know. Let us know down in the comments if you remember the terrible horror story we had last time we were here. Nice weather out today, and hopefully we can spend a large amount of time here, and the kids are enjoying it as well, because you guys know that they are not huge beach people. But it is a nice day. We're gonna have some fun here out the water and probably go check out that rock cliff again, and of course fly the drone cautiously with all the airplanes around. that starfish?
Yeah.
I've never seen a starfish here before.
Look, a starfish here.
I don't think so.
It looks like it.
I wanted to see if we can find a sea turtle, but I haven't seen any yet. But maybe it's just not that time of year. We're gonna try to climb the rock. It is a little rocky for your feet, so you may want to bring shoes, but we're gonna try to attempt it without them. This is the spot, you guys. You can see I made the climb without any shoes on. Wasn't super easy, but it's manageable. This is a great spot. You can see there's really no one up here.
Guys, look, iguanas over there.
Yep, and the views are just stunning from up here. They're pretty spectacular. We're gonna make the trek back down, swim a little bit. If there's time, they don't start serving food at KALATUA until 12, which we're planning to leave around 12:30, so we'll see if there's time to eat and if the kids really want to stay. If we stay a little longer, we'll eat and then head back, because if you guys remember, it took us like 2.5 hours to get back to the ship last time we were here. Hey guys, right over here, right by KALATUA, if you swim out just past the break of the waves, there's probably like 400 starfish right here. But you're also going to be careful because there's also some stingrays right there. But it's a real grassy area and you can just find them everywhere. I was hoping to find a sea turtle in the grassy area, but no luck. Maybe at the next stop. Okay, goodbye KALATUA. We're heading back to the ship because we don't want to be late like we were almost last time. So playing it safe, it's 1 o'clock, heading back. We'll see how long it takes us to get back this time. I'll time it right when we get into the taxi and when we get back onto the ship. Well, we got back on the ship, and actually we got back on the ship in record time, in case you're wondering what the toilet sounds like. We got back in record time. It actually only took 35 minutes to get back. It took, I think, 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Or maybe even longer. Can't remember what I said, but yeah, 35 minutes to get back, which is really fast, which is pretty good. I think a lot, again, had to do with us being the only ship in port, unlike last time there was like 5 ships in port. So make sure when you get off the ship to check how many ships are in port, because that could affect
if there's a lot,
leave early.
with a lot of time.
If there's not
3 hours.
If there's not many, take your time. Maybe.
Kind of.
Maybe. So I think Mom and the kids are going to go to the Windjammer. I'm going to go explore the front of the ship and show you guys a little bit of the Aqua Market, Aqua Dome, and some of the Aqua Market food shops that you can get, including ginger and crepes, etc. Just to show you guys a little bit what they have to offer up there, since we really hardly ever spend a lot of time up there. Wanted to capture a few shots just so you guys understand what some of the other things are on the ship. After that, let's plan to meet at the arcade for some more Mario racing.
Here I go.
Oh my gosh, you guys, found Rover. Can't believe we found her again. This is the second time. Actually, I think the last time we were here, we found her while we were at St. Maarten, which is pretty cool. The kids and Mom are at Windjammer getting something to eat. I'm gonna keep exploring and show you guys the front of the ship and some of these other places, but that's kind of the cool thing about exploring. You can find Rover. Okay guys, round 3 on Mario Kart. Dad's won twice. Let's see if Mom can finally win on Icon of the Seas against Dad.
You're going down.
You're going down.
Yeah, you're going down.
Look at Mario.
Watch my drink.
Well, we didn't win this time. Maybe next time.
Wait, what?
So Isla was happy with my driving, so now we've switched and we are going to try this one more time. We have the faster car.
Yeah, the faster car. Well, that doesn't mean that you're gonna win.
Here's the last corner of turn number 1. Rosalina is in full pursuit.
What are you yelling? I want first place. I want 2 first places. 2 first places.
2 first places. Fun-filled day at the beach today, and another fun-filled day tomorrow. We'll be going to St. John's and going to Trunk Bay, which we haven't actually ever done before.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard great things though, so I'm excited.
Definitely excited. Actually, the last time we were here, we went to Magan's Bay, or Magan's. If you know, you know. But that beach was also amazing, so highly recommended. But we're actually testing out to see which one is better for tomorrow, because we will be back later this December on Star of the Seas. We're going to actually be stopping in St. Thomas, but exploring and going to St. John. So what we're doing actually tomorrow is we got a booked excursion, if you will, an excursion called Explore St. John by yourself. And the only reason why we're doing that, you have to be 6 years old or older to be able to do more excursions, like where they actually take you to Trunk Bay. And obviously Aria is not, and I think that has a lot to do with just the fact that there's travel in a car that's involved. So what we're going to do is basically take the Royal excursion to just explore the island on our own, and then we'll take a taxi to get us to Trunk Bay and then come back. So that's what we're trying to do tomorrow. But like I said, you guys, another great day today exploring the ship, also finding Rover, which is also cool for me. I got to see her by myself while they were out eating dinner. Maybe see her one more time before we get off the ship. But for now, guys, stick around. Make sure you're liking and subscribing so you're not going to miss tomorrow's epic adventure. For now, we're signing off. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. And actually, we got back on the ship in record time, in case you're wondering what the toilet sounds like.
Here I go.
That's the port we're going to, right?
That is the toilet again.
Check it out! What's it all about?